Like, look at that. Holy. See, and Yunaras, and the AoE just gets worse the more enemies that are nearby. Because it's all bouncing off each other. What a cool champion. Alright, what is up YouTube? We're back at you with another video. Today, we are going to be doing a Yunara guide. Yeah, so first I'm going to go over the runes, then the abilities, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. So, I think you have to go Lethal Tempo every game. You have to go Triumph every game. You could sometimes go Alacrity instead of Bloodline. Gluttonous Greaves are good on Yunara right now, so that's an option for sure. And then for your last one, you can go Last Stand. That's what I prefer. Fighting at low HP all the time. It lets you get cool highlights. Or you can go Cut Down. Cut Down's always safe. It's good on like every ADC. For secondaries, you can go Cash anything Inspiration, to be honest. I like Cosmic because I like flashing on people. I think it's super underrated. Your flash is always up. And if you go Guardian Angel, it takes like 30 seconds off of it. And then Cashback lets you snowball faster. It's kind of just like, this is a pretty simple, if I change that to Cut Down, this would be a pretty simple cut and dry runes. So Yunara is unique in her passive. Every time she critically strikes, it deals additional magic damage. But funnily enough, Yunara's first item is actually going to be Kraken Slayer. We'll get into that later. Her Q, after autoing the enemy, I believe it's 4 times. 3, 4. You can click Q to empower your Q, and it'll arc onto nearby champions in a complete circle. Pretty good. Your W, you throw a disc that at max range turns into like a circle, like a donut almost. And it has a 99% slow. It's really good at running down enemies. Your E, you get move speed. You get more movement speed running towards enemies. It's pretty simple. You can use that for engages or even dodging abilities. It doesn't last very long, so use it wisely. I like to use it in lane where, let's say I charged up my Q. A lot of people don't respect your auto reset on your Q. So you can instantly do that, and if they start running away, then you use E to run them down. You can even W into E and run them down. It's pretty good. And then the ultimate. So the ultimate's kind of the hardest part about her kit. This is where it becomes the most nuanced. Is the ultimate itself is an auto reset as well. And then you get 2 new abilities. And we'll go over those in a second. So when you ult, your W goes from the disc object, the disc slow to an actual like line burst. These abilities are effective by ultimate haste. That's why Fiend Bolt Hunters is so good on her, because it'll reduce the cooldown of both her ultimate W and her ultimate E, which is now a dash. Another fun fact is her ultimate E actually works as an auto reset too. So she has 3 auto resets in her kit. Gotta use those wisely. Oh, no. The last thing, very, very important. When you ult, it reduces the cooldown by 80% on your W and your E. Show it more clearly to you. EW, ulti E is back up into a W. So that's a crazy burst down combo that you can use all the time. All the time. So that's basically it for Yunara combos. You can do cool things like W flash like that. The E can go over walls, the ultimate E. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. In terms of itemization, that's a little more nuanced, so I'll go into that. I think Kraken Crit Cloak is the strongest early game thing you will ever see. It is so strong. I'm gonna post a clip later today of me 1v2ing the enemy bot lane alone by myself, and they stand on top of each other, so I'm getting double Kraken Slayer procs on them. Because fun fact, it works with on hit. So when enemies stand on top of each other, I'm proccing Kraken on all of them. Super insane. Anyway, the build I used to always go is Yuntao Hurricane. This is so good when enemies group on top of each other because it unlocks your passive early. So you're on now, let's stack Yuntao. Because when are you going to have an unstacked Yuntao, right? So now on 50% of your auto attacks, your crits are doing 10% extra magical damage, right? So, and then a unique interaction with Hurricane is it increases the uptime of Yuntao as well. See, so it's increasing by triple basically. So you have uptime 24/7 with Yuntao. It almost looks bugged. This used to be my go-to build. The only dangerous part about this build is you have to get BF Sword on your first back. If you're willing to farm it out, if you go triple tonic to give you that extra 40 gold, it's not too bad. But farming to 1300 gold can sometimes be hard. But I think if you can get away with it, I think it's pretty good. The rest of the build is pretty normal. IE, LDR, probably defensive because you're going to have the boots. So that's that build. For Kraken, I think you're playing for picks. So I would go Kraken, Fiend Bolt, because this works with your W and your E. IE, LDR into full damage, maybe defensive last two. Pretty self-explanatory. You have an extra slot for crit. Some people like to go Hex Optics. I tend to opt out. I like defensive for my last two items. If they're grouped up a lot, Hurricane is probably one of her best items in the game. But for auto attack resets, it's as soon as the bullet is leaving her hand, you want to Q. So as the bullet's in the air, I'm queuing, right? You see that? So it's like when it's like around halfway to the target, you're gonna see me Q. Untitled is really good. If you can get away with it, get away with it. I've gone this rarely. It's just her burst is so good. That's why I think I lean towards Fiend Bolts. So like this is still a very viable build. Maybe they aren't as tanky, so you can get away with going more attack speed. Like look at that. Holy, see, and Yunaras, and the AoE just gets worse the more enemies that are nearby. Because it's all bouncing off each other. What a cool champion. Alright, I think that's everything. So to wrap the video up, the pros of Yunara is she has a ton of AoE. She's a really good hyper carry. She's weak early. She kind of plays like a Jinx. I would say another pro is you can first pick her. You can basically first pick Yunara every single game. She works with tanks. She works with enchanters. Her best duo is going to be Lulu. So watch out for the Lulus, the Melios. Those are super helpful. Ask for them in chat if the support will let you. Her cons is she's super vulnerable early. It's really hard to get to that BF sword first. But she's super good at escaping, playing safe. So play around your E and your ulti E combo if you're getting ganked. Yeah. But that'll be it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell to know whenever I'm posting once again. And if there's a next champion you would like me to do, next champion you'd like to see, you can message me on Discord, links in the bio, or just simply put it under the video and let me know what I should do differently.